All right, guys, good evening and welcome to the presentation for YourVideoViewer.com's online webinar presentation for our newest customers. Welcome to our system. Tonight, what we'll be doing is showing you basically how to log into the system and use several techniques to get your first campaign out and launched successfully. We're very excited for you. We want to see your bottom line growing, and we want to show you exactly why this system is so successful for us and for a lot of other business owners that are out in the marketplace today. So if you could, just definitely go to your website and log in. The first thing you want to do is go to YourVideoViewer.com, click on log in. And as you log in, you basically want to enter in your username and your password. All right, and once you get into our back office, our idea or our concept is to keep everything as simple as possible, but also allow you the most functionality possible as well. So anything that's on the system that you see, basically you can't break it. It's pretty much foolproof. So don't worry about going to the wrong place or clicking the wrong thing. We'll definitely be here to help you. And if you have any problems, you can always call us in customer service. But the first thing that you want to do when you log into the back office is you want to create your contact list. So we're going to approach this from the standpoint of you just logged in, you just set up your account, and you're trying to figure out how to get everything going for the first time. Well, on the left-hand side here, you'll notice where it has a contact list. On the contact list, you basically can do a couple things. You can view contact lists that are already created, or you can create a contact list if you're joining for the first time. So we're going to assume you're joining for the first time and you need help creating a contact list. When you click on create contact list, the first thing that you want to do is create a custom name for your list. So it could be called test list A, for example. Most of the other information is already keyed in. So you'll notice where it says the list owner's name, it'll have your name there. It'll have your email address. It'll have your reply to email, and it'll also have an email for any bounces that may come back. Like sometimes you key in a email address wrong, or somebody cancels their email address on the other side and you get a bounce message back. Well, it'll actually bounce back to you at your email address. As you scroll down, you want to basically keep the system as simple as possible. So you have two fields here. One is the custom fields area, and then the other one is the visible fields area. With the custom fields area, what you want to do is basically uncheck the birth date, the city, the county, and the fax. It's basically the top four. And then you want to uncheck the bottom four, or the bottom three. As you uncheck these, notice what you have left is just the first name, the last name, the mobile phone number, and the cell number. The reason you want to get this information is because basically it's going to help you to interact a whole lot better with your customers, but you don't want to get overwhelmed with trying to capture all the information about your customer. You basically just want their first name, their last name, and their email address, and a good number where you can contact them back, which is usually their cell phone number. Underneath the visible field section, what you want to do is basically keep that area the same. We already have it set up where it has your email address, the date that the person was added to your database, the email format, so on and so forth. The last thing you want to do down here is you want to add your company name or your company details. The most frustrating thing that a customer could go through when they receive your email is not know exactly how to get back in contact with you, or if you have a store location, exactly where to go to buy a product from you. So I'll key it in here real quick. It's also good to establish a good phone number for people to get back in contact with you as well. Once you have everything in, you want to click Save. Wait for the system to quickly update for you. And then back here, I have a lot of different contact lists that will basically scroll through. But as you go down, you'll actually see where the test list A was actually created. Test list A here on December 16th. You'll also notice that it has no contacts. So you basically have to add contacts to the system. So that's exactly where we're going to go next. So as you scroll back up, the next button that you want to go to is where it says contacts. Now underneath the contact sections, you have two different main ways that you're actually going to add contacts to the system. One way is, let's say you're out and about and you're networking and you gather about 30 to 40 business cards. Well, you may want to just go to add a contact. What this does is it allows you to key in the contact information one at a time from a business card or a notation that you make on a pad or whatever, however you gather the information, or even if it's a sign-in sheet at one of the seminars that you're doing. So once you click on contacts, you scroll down and you'll notice where your test list A is already here. Notice it has no contacts. So of course you can go in, key in the person's name, first name, last name, all right, and notice this again is why we just select the person's first name, their last name, their email address, and their phone number. Then you hit save. And if you have any other contacts that you want to add to the database, basically you can continue to add the information in here until you finalize it. So let's say you got 30 business cards, you're basically going to go through and do that until you have it completed. And that's how you add a separate contact to your database one at a time. Okay, now let's say for some of you, you say, well, no, I didn't have a bunch of cards that I wanted to collect, but I actually have a lot of emails and information that I collected on people through my Gmail, my Yahoo, Outlook, any of the other email systems that are out there. So instead of you having to key those in one at a time, you may have gathered anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 contacts over a period of time and not even known it. So what you probably want to do is not key them in one at a time, but import a file like an Excel spreadsheet, or what we also call a CSV file, so that you can actually have all of your contacts in one place for you to basically send emails and campaigns out to. So what you click on in that situation is import contacts from a file, right underneath the contact section. Again, you scroll down to the list that you actually want to import all of these contacts to. So we're going to go to test list A. Notice it's got one active contact from me keying it in for my networking. So now you hit next. And on this page it says import contacts from a file. Now right here I just want to explain a couple things to you. The file that you're looking for to import is actually what's called a CSV file. So you'll notice up at the top here it says choose the CSV file from your computer by clicking the browse button below. But let me explain to you what a CSV file is. Basically, a CSV file is nothing but an internet form of a spreadsheet. So it could be an Excel spreadsheet, a Yahoo spreadsheet, a Google spreadsheet, so on and so forth. But the format of the file being a CSV basically stands for comma separated values, which basically is an internet file that you can load up as a database into just about any internet program. And so once you have your file selected, or uploaded or downloaded from Yahoo, and we can send you a separate email on how to actually do that. When you come to this page where you import your contacts from a file, you're basically going to leave everything the same, and you're going to come down to about the middle of the page where it says contains headers. In the contains headers section, headers are what are called like when you do the download and look at the actual CSV file, you'll notice at the top of it, it'll have a column going all the way across that basically says first name, last name, email address, phone number, physical address. It'll keep going all the way across with a lot of detailed information in a column that you can actually gather from all of these spreadsheets that you're looking to upload. So all you want to say to our system is basically say, yes, this file contains headers. So you check this box here, letting us know that, yes, I've already labeled all of the columns across the top of my spreadsheet, so you don't need to basically go in and try and figure out what that is. When you check this box, it lets us know that you have headers at the top of your spreadsheet. Then you want to select the file that you want to upload. So basically you'll see me go through here to look for the file. All right, and once you find the file that you want to upload, You basically click it. Notice that it's a CSV file, so it matches up with what the system is looking for. You hit save, and it'll upload it. And then after you've gotten it into the file here, you basically click next. All right, once you click next, now you'll see the importance of clicking on headers. On the left-hand column here, you'll basically see where it has all of the headers that are in the spreadsheet. And again, like I said, it has a lot of headers depending on where you get the information from, whether that's Google or Yahoo or wherever you download the information from. So on the left-hand side, you'll see where it says name, given name, family name, Yomi name. It'll basically say the short name, birthday, location, billing information, so on and so forth. Again, you don't need all of this information when you're actually trying to import it in, but just notice that all of it's on the left hand side. And to keep it simple, all you want to do is match up the first name, the last name, the email address, and the phone number. So I'm going to go through and do this real quick. Alright guys, so we'll be using the power of the internet in order to pause in certain places so we can show you the magic of getting things done quickly. But once you have the columns matched up, and again you just want to keep it simple, the first name, the last name, the email address, and the phone number. Once you have all of that matched up, scroll down to the bottom, click on next, let the screen update, and then you can start your import. Once you start your import, we're going to give you a count of how many contacts you have in this record. We're going to tell you how many contacts have been imported so far. And then once it's completed, we'll tell you exactly how many of them got imported. We'll tell you if there's any bad data. If you're already working with an existing list, we'll tell you how many duplicate emails that you have. And if you have anybody that's already unsubscribed or anything like that from the list, we'll give you an update on that as well. But bottom line, we'll give you an end report to let you know how many people are actually imported to your new contact list. The next thing you want to do after you have all of your contacts loaded in is you want to move over to the email campaign section. Now this part is important because what you have to remember is we're called your video viewer. So the key to this is not to make any email campaign that is long and drawn out. You don't want to do like a full-blown newsletter. Basically what you want to do is draw traffic to your video. So what I'm going to do, we're going to act like you don't have any campaigns created, but we are going to use the magic of internet. If you don't have any campaigns, you're going to click on create an email campaign. And I'm going to walk you through the first couple pages of this, and then we're going to jump over to one that's semi-completed so I can show you an example of how to get it out and get it done. All right, on the create email campaign, the first thing you want to do if you haven't set it up is you want to create and name your email campaign. Again, this is just naming your campaign, so you can pretty much name it anything that you want, and it's not a problem. It's just something so that you can remember it. But now you can actually scroll down underneath where it has email templates, and we have hundreds and hundreds of templates that you can actually set up and pull into your email campaign. We'll also show you a graphic on the right hand side to kind of give you an idea of how your campaign is going to look. So depending on what type of business you're in, you could be in computers, you could be into bodybuilding. We try to give you a graphic that'll come close to what it is that you're actually doing as a business owner and an entrepreneur. We have interior decorators that use our business, people that do like gift baskets, handbags. We have people in network marketing businesses. We have people that also sell their own jewelry line. So there's numerous templates in the back office that you can actually use to show somebody exactly what it is that you're doing with your business, and of course direct them to looking at the video so that you can find out who's interested in buying from you right away. So I'm going to select the outdoor adventure just for an example. Alright, once you click next, then basically you want to name your email campaign. Now in this section with the email subject, this is actually what people are going to see when you email out your newsletter. So you want to keep this in mind. Make sure that it's short, it's something catchy, that'll basically catch the eye of people. You also don't want to put a lot of spam words into anywhere in your email campaign, including the title or in the body of the newsletter itself. So once you select the email subject name, you fill that in, and you can actually start scrolling down, and we have a box here that will actually show you what your email is going to look like. Here's also where you can make the edits to your email and insert your video. So I'm going to show you a couple things on how to get this going, but let me pull up a sample template for you of one that is semi-done, and we can move forward from there. Alright guys, so here's a sample of an email that has already been semi-done, and I call this one, What is on the Horizon for Your Business? Again, this is one of the templates that have been selected as you're going to set up your email campaign. You can put in your company logo, and the way you put in your company logo, at any point inside of the email, you can actually click on this button here where it says Insert or Edit an Image, and you can actually click on it and pull in your company logo or your company graphic from your computer. Or if you have it up on a website, you can give us the URL for it, and we'll basically pull it down, put it into the newsletter for you, and be able to move forward from there. Once you've inserted your graphic, of course you're going to want to type in about your business, and here you'll see where I basically typed in what is on the horizon for your business. And this is a letter I often send out when I meet new customers. I'm out and about and I'm networking, but if you'll notice, it's very short, it's to the point, really no more than 5 to 7 sentences, but at the bottom of it you want to say, here's a quick link, or please watch my video, something that directs them that they can actually click on the video and learn more about your company, product, or service. So here I put, here's a quick link to a sample video. This video is one of our newest videos to quickly explain our company, product, and service in 2 minutes or less. And so as you scroll down, of course when somebody reads it, they're going to want to click. And so how do you actually put a video inside of your email message? So we're going to go over that here shortly. Just give me a quick minute. I'm going to set up the other page for you, and we're going to go over how do you actually load a video into your system, and then we're going to come back and show you how to complete this email and send it out with a video campaign. Alright, so now we're at the section where you're looking to import a video into your actual email campaign. So what you want to do is go back up to the top, and before you do that, actually open up 2 screens. So you'll notice here I have 2 screens that are actually set up, or 2 links in my browser. So I can actually go and click on Manage Video Viewer. When you click on the Manage Video Viewer section, it's going to do a couple of things for you. If you're new in here for the first time, we're going to ask you, where do you want the hot button to go once people click on it in the video? And the way we ask you that is by telling you to go and tell us what website you want the video to loop back to. So enter in your website information here. And once you've done that, then you want to enter in an email address or the SMS code or your mobile phone number and the carrier that you're with into the system. This is automatically done, or if you have any problems with it, you can definitely call us in customer service and we'll show you how to enter that code. And then once you have all of that entered, then basically what you do is you go where it says video name. This is you basically uploading your video for the first time into our system. So what you want to do is give your video a name. So you call it energy promo, or depending on what type of business you have, you could call it cupcake promo, anything that you want to put. The next section you want to put in tags. So your tags could basically be, it's got to be something related to what you're doing. But if you've ever had any search engines or anything done for your computer, then basically the way that it's found is by tags. Like when you go to Google and you put in something into the search engine, the way people find it is by the words that you actually associate with the video. And so what you want to do with video tags is just type in something that relates to it. It doesn't have to be a lot. It could be just one, or you could put in several depending on how detailed you want to be. Then you want to give a description to your video as well. So a couple things you can do is, of course, because this example is in the energy sector, so you can say this is some new information on the changes in the energy sector. All right, and then you want to choose your file. And again, this goes back to your computer. So wherever your files are saved on your computer of the video that you want to upload, select that. And then once you select it, you can actually upload it into our database. Now, what we recommend is that you actually load up a MP4 format, because those tend to be the smaller files that are quicker to play. But if you don't have a MP4 format, then send us a FLV, whatever file that you have, and we'll convert it or we'll upload it in our back office for you. Then once you select the file, you just click on Upload File. One of the things you'll notice, you'll see a counter that starts down in the lower left-hand corner that shows that the actual file is being loaded and what percentage it's on. Let it count up to 100. And then you'll get a message that basically says video added successfully. And we're not going to wait for the whole thing to load, so we're going to use the magic of video. So now that you've uploaded your energy video, it'll show that it's been completed. It'll say successfully added, and then it'll give you 3 links. So these 3 links can basically be used for a couple different things. The first link here is basically the code for the video. So let's say you had a website, you wanted to figure out how to program the video into your website. You can definitely use the HTML code that is located here on the left to integrate your video into the website and have it tracked as well. That's for your techies. Now in the middle section, we have what's called a link. And the link is basically just like you get in your email and you see a link that you can click on and it directs you somewhere else. Well, this is a link that actually directs people to your video and your splash page that basically shows people the video itself, and it also has the hot button on it. So this is your actual link section in the middle section, and it has link right next to it. The last section is for the image. It's basically what you call an image or like a thumbnail that is actually posted inside of your email when you're sending it out, so people can see a quick, brief, clip or shot of the actual video itself. Just like you see Miss Lisa Nicole Cloud here, or you see our promo lady here, Miss Naja, and also you have the 5 links energy. So all of these are called thumbnails, where it actually gives you a quick preview of what the video is about. So this is your image link here. So let's go back to the email, and I'm going to show you how you use these links inside of the email format. All right, so if you remember when you're creating your email, this is where we were, where you saw, again, the thumbnail that's already there. But let's say you don't want to show Miss Naja in the promo video. You basically want to talk about your business, of course. And so what you do is you highlight the actual thumbnail or where you want to put it, and we'll delete it out. So let's say we want to put something new in here. So you click on image, click on the green button up at the top, and it basically says insert or edit image, and you want to just put in the URL or the link for the thumbnail. This is basically just the picture itself. So let's say you were talking about energy. You come over, you grab the image link, and just right click, say copy, come back over into the email, hit paste. And then as soon as you click off of it or just tab out of that window, it's going to show you a quick preview of the thumbnail. You can do a couple things here, like if you say, well, the thumbnail itself is too big. Like, let's just go ahead and insert it into the email itself. But let's say you looked at it, you say, well, this is actually too big. Let me see if I can adjust the size on it. Well, if you just highlight it and come back into the actual picture itself, you can click on appearance and you can come here and change the dimensions down to maybe half of what it is right now. And the system will automatically resize it for you, so it's not as big or as prevalent in the video. Now my thing is to always show people the video, so I like to keep it pretty much around 480, so that people can really see it and get an understanding of what it is I'm trying to present to them. Let me take this back up to 480. All right, that's a good size to show people. So now they've read a couple lines in my email. They have a big thumbnail for them to click on where they can get a good idea of what I'm talking about. But now if they click on it, they're not going to be taken anywhere. So in order to take the customer somewhere, highlight it again. And what you're going to have to do is click on links. And the link section is up here where it says insert or edit link. Kind of looks like a little chain or something that would go on a bike. But if you click on that where it says insert or edit link, you notice it pulls up another page here where it says link URL. So what you're going to do is go back over to your video viewer page, pull the link out, hit copy, and then paste this link inside of the link URL section. And again, once you click off of it, the system remembers it. So now all you want to do is hit insert. And you're good to go with your thumbnail and your video, telling people exactly where to go when they click on this little tab right here, the thumbnail, if you will. So now we're going to scroll down. We're ready to move forward with the rest of our email. So as we scroll down, you're going to do two quick things. One is you're going to make sure, or let me just point this out to you. There's an HTML content section and there's a text content section to every email that goes out all over the planet. So what you can do, just to make sure that everything matches up with what you typed, because here you typed everything into an HTML format, but underneath here is asking, well, if people don't want to receive it in an HTML format and they just want to see the text, how do you want that to look? And so what you do in the text content section is just scroll down. You'll see a button here that's called dynamic content. In the drop down, you don't have to waste time retyping everything all over again to try and get it to match up. Basically, we're going to do the dynamic content button, and basically you go to the drop down where it says get text content from the editor above. And if you notice, it'll quickly match up everything that was said up top. It will match it up with below for your text format. You don't have to go in and try and retype everything over and over again. All right, once you've done this, you can scroll down, and basically now you want to validate your email. So one of the nice things about our system is that we're compliant with all of the spam rules and the guidelines, but then we're also friendly to network marketers, MLM companies, the independent business owner that's trying to start their business from the kitchen table. And a lot of times what happens, companies that aren't network marketing or independent business owner friendly, what they do is they actually label you quickly as a spammer. And so what we do to help you out is we allow you to scan your email so you can actually check it for spam words or spam content. And we actually give you a score. So when you check your email campaign here for spam or keywords, you'll see your score come up, and it could be anywhere from a 0 to a 5. If it's anything below a 2, then to me you have a strong email. It's going to be delivered to everybody that's on your list, and you don't have to worry about it getting labeled as spam. If you get to anything like a 4 or a 5, our system is basically not even going to allow you to send the email out. It'll actually send an error message, and we'll send you something from our tech team to actually help you get it back in compliance, delete it, or redo it altogether. But basically, this is how you check your email for spam or keywords. Notice in this one, it basically pulled up the keyword shopping. So it even tells you what word is it that actually got tagged or could be tagged as spam if you use it a lot in your email. One of the words that I'll tell you that happens a lot is if you use money. If you're always talking about money, if you're talking about how much money people can make in a business or an opportunity, or you say, hey, I saw a guy that's making $300,000 a month in this type of business, you're quickly going to be labeled as a spammer. So the way you get around that is you say words like, let me introduce you to somebody that is creating a lot of success. And if you just talk in such a way to where you're driving attention to the video and the fact that you're sharing a video with more information, then you don't have to worry about getting tagged as a spammer. But we do everything we can in our system to basically support you and make sure that all of your emails are being delivered, and ultimately people are looking at your video that you're trying to share with them. All right, and once you've done that, you can do a couple things down at the bottom. Let's say you want to just send yourself a quick email to test it out, see how it looks. You can quickly type in the email here and hit preview your email campaign. It's going to send a quick email over to you, and now you can look at it in your actual email itself to see how it looks. Also, you can look and see by clicking on this button where it says view your email in different email programs. If you don't want to email it to yourself, you can actually click this button and it'll actually show you how does the email look if I were to look at it from AOL, Gmail, Hotmail, Outlook, Yahoo, etc. So any of the campaigns that you send out, you can always look at it either by sending yourself an email copy of it, or you can actually pull it up in a browser and see exactly how it looks as well. All right, so now basically your email is complete because you checked it for all the spam, you got all your spelling mistakes and everything out, so you're good to go on that. You figured out how to actually take an email campaign and put your video link inside of it. So you have your thumbnail in there. You also have your link telling the customer where to go. And now you've added up all of your contacts. So the last thing that you need to do is to actually send out the campaign to whoever you want it to go to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit save and exit. It's going to check it one last time for spam or any words in there that may be associated with spam. And now I can actually go inside my email and I can click on, or you'll see your list of all the email campaigns that you've created. And so now you can actually go in here and click on send. And the system's going to ask you, okay, send email to all contacts in the selected list below. So now all you do is find the list. So I'm going to send it to this test list for right now. Then you hit next. Again, you can go here. There's a couple buttons. Right before you send your email out, you can click on preview and look at it. Make sure that's the right email that you want to go out. You also have a couple options. You can click on send your email campaign now, or you can uncheck that box and you can give us a time when you want that email to actually go out. Most people want it to go out right away, so you just check it and say yes, send my email campaign now. Once you do this, you basically click on next. You schedule your email campaign, and because I selected that I wanted to go out right now, I just click it. And you'll start seeing in the counter right here, underneath activity status, you'll basically see a good strong indication of how long it's going to take before your email goes out. So it'll count down every minute or 2 minutes. It'll actually send out batches of your email. So let's say you had 10,000 contacts in your contact list. Basically, it'll send out 1,000 or 2,000 of them at a time, and it'll go out every 2 minutes. So it's not like you're overwhelming people with emails or anything like that. Plus, it helps with the server, so it goes out very quickly. All right, so again, guys, you basically have inside of the Your Video Viewer back office, you basically have your contact list where you can basically upload your contacts or name your contact list. You have contacts where you can actually upload your contacts one at a time from a networking function, or you can import them from a huge database that you have. Your Gmails, your Yahoos, anything like that. You also have your email campaigns. You can basically go here to view your email campaigns, create an email campaign, or send an email campaign if you want to just, schedule it to go out. Then the last thing is the Manage Video Viewer section. So when you go to the Manage Video Viewer section, you can upload your videos, and we'll provide you with 3 different links. We'll provide you with a link where you can post it on your website. You can post a link inside of the emails that you send out. You can also capture the image or the thumbnail as well. And then last but not least, we also capture all of the statistics of what is being tracked, and we also deliver the people that are on your cell phone we deliver a text message to you on your cell phone in real time to let you know the people that are ready to buy right now, or the people that have questions where basically they're categorized as warm. So what I'm getting ready to do, I'm actually going to scroll over to a page. We're going to click on one of the links before I close out. And I just want you to see what an actual video looks like when you go and click on it. I'm going to point out a couple things to you, and then I'm going to wrap up the webinar for you. So let's say you go under the Manage Video Viewer campaign and you pull up one of your videos. Once you pull it up, you can actually take the link and post it in a browser. And this is just an example so you can look at it and kind of get a good idea. But when the video is posted, and I'll let it play through, but let me turn the volume. I'm going to let it play through, but I'm also going to turn the volume down, because basically what this is going to do is notice a couple things about the video. You have the actual video itself. I recommend that you do it as a 3-minute or less promo video about your company, your product, or your service. You can blast it out, of course, via email. And then what's going to happen is you're going to get a text message back on your phone in real time letting you know the person that's warm. All right, so now somebody has clicked on the actual video. And as it's playing, I recommend that you keep the video 3 minutes or less and basically post it, because you want to be able to hold people's attention. But as you post the link in the back office, as you post it from the back office to like your Facebook, your Twitter, your Yahoo, or you post it up on a website, wherever you post it, keep in mind that the whole video is trackable. So what happens when somebody goes from their email to clicking on the video, you get a text message on your phone in real time letting you know that the person is ready to, it basically has a couple questions. They're basically at this stage right here where they're looking at your product and your services, and they probably have a few questions. Not any questions over the top, questions that you're used to answering, because who knows more about your business than you. So basically what would happen in this situation, you would answer the person's questions and then attempt to get a purchase from them. Let's say the person basically said, you know what, I get it, you had me at hello. They watched the video and they clicked on what we call a hot button. The hot button can be programmed to say get instant access, buy now, whatever, but the one we've seen the most success with is get instant access. When they click on this, you actually get a text message to your phone saying you got a hot buyer that's looking at your website and they're basically ready to buy right now. If you were to call that person, all you're going to hear on the other end is, you had me at hello, how much does it cost, I'm ready to buy. So with that being said, guys, I hope this was very informative to you. If you have any questions at all, you can definitely hit us on our homepage. You can go to yourvideoviewer.com. And you can also call us in customer service at 724-484-3362. And you can also send an email to service@yourvideoviewer.com, and we'll be more than happy to basically service your needs and answer any questions that you have. So with that being said, it's a definite honor to have you on board as a customer. We're excited for your business and the opportunity to see your revenues grow and see you go from a kitchen table to a storefront and beyond. So with that being said, guys, I really appreciate the business, and we look forward to having you on as a customer and watching your bottom line and your success. Thank you.